Alhamdulillah. Salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You know, before reading this chapter, this section is short. I just want to mention about what was recited in the salah, and specific in the first rak'ah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول السبيلا يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا. So this is some of the explanation saying that the theme is especially for the young people to avoid a bad friend. So in the tafsir, one of the people of Quraysh, his name is Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayyid. He used to ignore the Prophet ﷺ in Mecca very well. And then he invited the Prophet ﷺ for whatever, lunch or food. And the Prophet ﷺ اشترط, that put a condition that if he were to come to his home to eat, this person who knows the Prophet ﷺ to be a Muslim. And he did. You know, like the Arab so he became a Muslim. But then after that, so the Prophet ﷺ accepted the invitation. After that, again, صحبة السوء, the bad companion. Then this is Abu Jahl came cursing on him. You become a Muslim, you become this, we will not talk to you unless you go and say bad things in the face of the Prophet ﷺ and revoke your Islam. And the fool guy did it. And the ayah saying, يَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ. He will bite on his hand, not on a finger, all his hand. He cut his hand biting it. ندما, regretting. يا ويل ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا. Yeah, I wish as if I stayed in the deen. And in fact, he became one of the worst people. This is Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayyid. You heard about the incident when the Prophet ﷺ was praying by the Kaaba, and when people slaughtered a camel. And again, this Abu Jahl and his gathering mockingly said, who can throw what came out of the slaughtering of the camel, the intestine and other thing, who can put it on the back of the Prophet ﷺ? فَانْبَرَى أَشْقَاهَا. Then this same guy, Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayyid, he took it and he put it on the back of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ was in sujood. Maybe I will not read, let me finish this. Was in a position of sujood. He didn't do anything. But and Fatima, his daughter, came crying, cleaning her dad back. Ibn Mas'ud, who narrate this, Muslim, narrate this narration, they couldn't do anything, scared. This is in the time of Mecca. However, when the Prophet ﷺ stood, then he said, Allahumma alayka. Then Allahumma, like he made dua, because how they did to him. Alayka bi Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayyid, this Abu Jahl, Utba ibn Rabi'a. There were 6, he named them by name. Oh Allah, as if take care of them, revenge from them. And again, the same narrator, Ibn Mas'ud, he said, after 2 years, we saw those names that the Prophet ﷺ named them were the qatla, in that the first who were killed in the battle of Badr. And when they were, all the bodies were thrown in one ditch, those are the people that the Prophet ﷺ named them. But again, the ayat was talking about that how the person regret that he didn't submit to the deen, didn't submit to the Prophet ﷺ, and took bad companion. And this is really something, the bad companion don't need to be a physical friend. Could be something we watch, something we copy, something we hear. You know how one day I said Surah An-Nas, من شر الوسواس الخناس, من شر الوسوسة, the whispering, الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. Could be this waswasa, this whispering could be from jinn or from nas. What's nas? People. So human by nature, they like to copy. They like to do things. So nowadays, you don't need just a friend 24-hour call. Just watch things, then a person, Allah protect us, like to copy the fashion, the other thing, the style of life. So it's a problem. We need always to remind ourselves with it. And also one more point could be, remember yesterday I said about when the angels will make dua to a person, and the ayat also, وَيَوْمَ تَشَقَّقُ السَّمَاءُ بِالْغَمَامِ وَنُزِّلَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. So remind me also one more things about if you were to learn something and you go and teach it to your family, or make weekly gathering in your family and teach them something, the Prophet ﷺ said that the angels will make dua, even to the extent that everything, even al-hut, even the fish in the ocean, will make dua to the person, mu'allim al-nas al-khair. If you go and teach people khair, teach your family to, then you gain the dua of the angels, the dua of everything from the mercy and the rahmah of Allah Jalla wa ala. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.